everybody, it's Natasha Lee, aka your photo manager, and I'm here with 2024 Project Life, such an exciting project, and I'm about to show you the video for week 9. Okay, let's dive in. First of all, I start with a new page and I'm going to elements and my favorite starting point, as you might know by now, grid. And I am looking for a grid with 3 images. So I've grabbed the grid, I bring it in, I'm just resizing it to the edge of the page. And for this design, I only need a half a page with those 3 pictures. And you can see me sort of resize and fiddle around a little bit here. And then I'm going to go and select the text of the weekly text and copy that and paste so that I can get a consistent sizing for that. And then I'm going to need, I can see here I needed to adjust the size slightly, so I just did that. And then I remove the image before I go and look for the picture from my source folder that's going to go in the first little block here. And as you can see, I picked on a beautiful image. Okay, sorry, first of all, I grabbed the correct week and I updated the dates so that they are now correct. And you'll see that this is actually going to be the first week of March. So what I've decided to do with this project is each time there is a new month, I bring in the month text. So I'm just repositioning here so that I can see Kwangjon between the numbers there. So you can see I'm sort of having to move it a little bit and then adjust the numbers just to let his head sort of pop out there without being obstructed. And then I'm going to be looking for the March, Ali's Edwards word, and I pull that into position using the arrow keys up. And I think I probably need to make that a little larger. And I really like that, you know, throughout the book, there's going to be this sort of consistent element that each month that starts, there will be the date as well. And you can see me just populate that with 2 other beautiful images. We've had stunning weather in Durban. Then I go to elements, and this time I'm looking for a design because I want a template. So similar to what I did last time, using a newspaper template, I'm looking for something along those lines because, to be honest, we had a really shocking week here in Durban in South Africa where there were a whole lot of strikes and all kinds of nonsense. So you can see here that I had to add that as a new page, and I'm then going to just copy the design and then bring it into my previous page. Otherwise it would have replaced the design, and that's not what I wanted to do. So I've picked a newspaper look so that I can add 2 stories that happened in my city this week, which were, to be honest, absolutely awful. Okay, so here you can see me duplicating the newspaper template that I have chosen, and now I'm going to begin to make a few modifications, you know, making it what I would like it to look like. So first of all, I'm going to write the text. I normally do a copy and paste from the notes, but I can't find actually where I put those notes, so I'm just going to be filling in the title here. And then I'm going to spend a little bit of time sort of fiddling around getting the size of that title correct so that it can fit in that first box, and sort of correcting a little bit of my spelling and until I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to begin changing some of the other details. So I update and add the correct date. And then I decided that I was going to change some of the colors in this design. So in the breaking news, I'm going to make that red. That'll tie into something that I've done a bit earlier on the page before. So you can see me changing each of those blocks to red. Yeah, pretty happy with the way that makes it pop out. Then the next thing that I do is I go in and add my own text to various places on the design. Frustrated, cry, the beloved country, the nightmare continues. Really was one of the worst weeks for us. We lost internet, power, water. It was very, very challenging being in South Africa that week. And here I am looking for one of the images that shows that they were striking with all the refuge, and they then just went and messed up the whole city. And then this is a photo of the repair service being done on my Wi-Fi because my garden company sliced through the cables, even though the cables are actually overground. So that was also very, very frustrating. But I feel like, I got to put in one gets to scrapbook the highs, and you also have to scrapbook the lows. And by doing it in a sort of a newspaper style, I was able to sort of make it a little bit more factual. And here I am writing in another title. And then I guess I'm going to need to play a little bit with this position so that it can fit in the box, the space that I have there. And I'll need to do that by playing with the font size, which you can either do by using the plus and the minus sign in the font bar, or one can use one of the corner handles and resize the entire box. So you can see here I decided to go for the plus minus and pretty easily got that to fit into the box. Lastly, I then needed to go and grab some of the text, which I then copied and pasted into the news box with my information. I had to make the text quite a bit smaller here to fit it all in, but that's no problem. I'm still happy with the way that looks. And yeah, I'm nearing the end of this page. I did play around here to get the actual right size of the font, so you can see me going 5, 6, 5.2 until then I finally just changed the picture box size and I got to the result that I wanted to. Now onto the second page for this week. I picked one of the beautiful pictures that I had taken of the Whalebone Pier in Umhlanga, Durban, South Africa. Resized it to the page, and then I grabbed an element from Ali Edwards's kits saying in all things of nature there's something marvelous, which is absolutely true. And I also brought in a logo of the Umhlanga Promenade, which I saved from Google. And here you can see me looking at the edit photo filters just to change the color. I wanted to make that a monotone color. I didn't want a brown or something else. So you can see I've changed the color of that element that I added. And now I'm beginning to bring in text. I've copied from my notes and paste onto the page. And I think I'm probably going to change the text to white here because I sort of love that look. What you can see there is that I grabbed the text box by the little handle, which indicates that you can rotate the text, changed it to white, duplicated it, rotated the text 90 degrees back to normal, copied and pasted the next text. I've sped this up a little bit here, but basically I'm kind of making a border effect that goes around the edge of the page with my text because I think it's a perfect way to end the sky. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and have a look at my other weeks.